this is Cole Palmer, and this year he's been by a mile one of the best players in the Premier League. I mean, it's the second top goal scorer in the Prem whilst playing for one of the worst Chelsea teams in recent memory. I mean, he didn't get the nickname Cole Palmer for nothing, did he? And with him being only 22 years old, that got me curious as to how good he could actually become. Well, in today's video, we're going to find out as for the next 10 seasons, I'm going to play the career of Cole Palmer. We're going to try to help him fulfill his potential as a player, win him as many trophies as humanly possible, and maybe even win him a couple of Ballon d'Ors. But every season, we are going to be spinning this wheel to decide whether he's going to stay at the club he's currently at or whether he's moving elsewhere. And there he is, guys, Chelsea's best player by a country mile this year, 21 years old, 79 overall, and an exciting prospect. And look at his stats, man. I think EA have done this guy dirty. It's like they don't even watch him in real life. But if he is going to be a right midfielder, I'm putting him on the inverted wide midfielder training plan. He's got to get that pace up. And the good thing is, as you can clearly see from the starting 11, he fits into it absolutely no problem. So he's definitely going to get a lot of game time this year. But as I've just said, guys, we've got to spin this wheel every season to see whether we're staying or leaving Chelsea. And we are staying at Chelsea for at least one season, ladies and gents. The question is, guys, is he going to replicate his form from in real life, or is this season for him going to be a little bit of a flop? Well, I'd say, guys, individually at least, he's had a very good year. 16 goals and 4 assists in 39 games. He's also improved 5 ratings, going up to 84 overall too. And it's not a bad finish in the Premier League either, guys. 6 in the Prem with Chelsea. When you consider how bad they are in real life, that's actually a pretty damn good start. But there's no FA Cup win just yet. And there's no Carabao Cup either. There is the Euro still to be played, however, I don't feel like he's been selected yet when these are likes of Bukayo Saka and Foden playing in his position. Overall though, guys, I think it's been a very decent start, and with him only being 22 years old, I think he's just going to get better and better. But we're not starting season 2 off in a good light, guys. England crash out of the Euros in Group A, man. Wales go ahead to the quarters instead of them. I suppose there is one positive we can take from this though. Palmer was called up to play for England, however, he only played 1 game and he didn't do anything in that game either. But the question is, guys, now that Cole Palmer is an 85 rated player at only 22 years old, is that wheel going to tell us to leave Chelsea, or is it going to tell us to stay for at least one more season? Only one way to find out. Let's spin it and see what it's saying. It's telling us to stay for season 2. I don't feel like that's a good thing for Cole Palmer though, because we're in Ballon d'Or season, guys, and Erling Haaland has won the 2024 Ballon d'Or. And as good as Cole Palmer is, he's not going to win anything whilst he's not playing Champions League football, so maybe staying at Chelsea is what's going to hold him back from winning the big trophies like the Ballon d'Or. But the good news is he looks like he's had another good season. 4 improvement in his overall, now the best player at Chelsea. And he has seriously carried them this year, man. 27 goals, 11 assists in 57 games, man. It wasn't even close. He's by a mile the best player at Chelsea this year. But Chelsea were nowhere near the best team in England this season. 9th in the Premier League. Oh my god. We need to get Palmer out of Chelsea as soon as humanly possible. Still no FA Cup trophy either, guys. We did make it to the semis of the Carabao Cup, but we got annihilated by Arsenal though. And the humiliation continues as Juve absolutely destroyed Cole Palmer 7-1 aggregate in the Europa League. Even I can admit as a Chelsea fan, if Cole Palmer wants to further progress his career, he has to leave Chelsea. I mean, imagine where Chelsea would be this year without Cole Palmer. I'm willing to bet they'd have been relegated, for goodness sake. But before we find out what the wheel decides, if you guys are enjoying this video so far, leave it a big old thumbs up and smash that subscribe button. I'm currently racing this twit Raman to 100k and I cannot let him beat me. So do me a favour, if you're new around here, smash that subscribe button, and if you are enjoying this video, leave it a like. But as we start season 3 with Cole Palmer, is the wheel actually going to let him leave? And he's finally free from Chelsea. He is allowed to leave Chelsea in season 3. And I think we're going to be spoiled for choice, guys, because majority of the teams that are going to come in for Cole Palmer are going to be a massive upgrade on Chelsea. The big question is though, who's actually going to come in for him? But have you seen who's come in for him? Tottenham bloody Hotspur. I mean, I said any team would be an upgrade on Chelsea, but I didn't literally mean any team. There's no way in hell I'm sending Cole Palmer to Spurs. If anything, guys, that'd derail his career, not enhance it. But on the other hand, Liverpool could enhance his career, and they've come in for him. They're offering 100-odd million alongside Luis Diaz, and honestly, I feel like this is the right move. I mean, not only are they including Luis Diaz as part of this deal, but also Mohamed Salah is 33 years old, 86 rated. If Palmer joins Liverpool, Liverpool, he'll be one of their best players by a country mile. And we've already established that Chelsea are absolutely holding Cole Palmer back, man. Liverpool will definitely help him win trophies, so that's exactly why we're accepting this offer. And there he is, guys. He's now officially a Liverpool player. I'm just hoping that his stint at Liverpool's a little more successful than it was at Chelsea. And look at that, Palmer's into the starting 11 straight away. We may have to give it into a right winger just to make sure he gets game time, but that's not going to be an issue. I mean, he has lost an overall, but as you can clearly see, guys, he's still the best player in the entire team, man. I've got a good feeling about his stint at Liverpool. I feel like he's going to be very successful here. And individually, guys, he's off to a fantastic start. 50 goal contributions in 59 games. That's by a mile his best season yet. It's slow progression, though. He's only gone up by 1 overall this year, but judging by his stats, man, we don't really have to worry about his growth now. And he's finally won himself a trophy. He's won the Premier League with Liverpool in very convincing fashion in the end. And he's won the FA Cup, so he's got 2 trophies with Liverpool already. But unfortunately, he couldn't get 3 as his former club Chelsea knocked him out of the Carabao Cup. And Dortmund deny him a UCL final spot as they beat him 4-3 in the semis. But getting 50 goal contributions and winning 2 trophies in his first season at Liverpool, I'd say that's a pretty damn good start, wouldn't you? For at least the next 2 or 3 years, I feel like Liverpool is absolutely the right team for Cole Palmer, man, but we all know that's not up to me. It's indeed up to the wheel. I'm curious to see what it does. It's letting Cole Palmer stay for at least 1 more year at Liverpool, and honestly, I'm kind of happy about that. And what a start season 4's been for Cole Palmer. He's won the World Cup with England beating Spain 1-0 in the final. The only problem is he kind of flopped in that tournament. He got 2 assists from 7 games. For a player of his caliber, he's got to be banging at least 3 or 4 goals in that tournament. But guys, now that he's won the Premier League, the FA Cup, and the World Cup all in the span of 12 months, I feel like he's got a genuine shot at winning that Ballon d'Or. And I was right, guys. He's on the shortlist to win it alongside Vinny Jr., Erling Haaland, and Kylian Mbappe. I mean, he's up against big competition there, guys, but he's just won the World Cup, man. I fancy his chances of lifting that Ballon d'Or. The winner's been revealed, and it's going to be Vinicius Jr. Come on, man. He won the freaking World Cup. What more does he have to do to win the Ballon d'Or? Maybe not winning the Champions League is what ultimately cost him winning the Ballon d'Or. Let's just hope that in Season 4 he's actually done that this time. But unfortunately, guys, he hasn't. He only made it to the quarters before losing to Barca 5-4. And on top of that, guys, we didn't win the Premier League either, and Chelsea actually finished above us. Oh my God, Liverpool are on the downfall. However, he did win the Community Shield, but this time he didn't win the FA Cup. But he's finally got his hands on the Carabao Cup, so at club level, guys, if I'm not mistaken, the only trophy he hasn't actually won is the Champions League now. But he remains the best player at Liverpool, going up to 94 rated. And he's still their top goal contributor, 36 goals, 9 assists in 58 games. What a goddamn 2 seasons he's had at Liverpool so far. The question is, though, is the wheel going to let him stay at Liverpool for 1 more year, or is he going to tell him to leave and join another club? Well, there's only one way to find out, guys. Let's spin the wheel and see what it says. Oh, we are leaving this year. It came close, but we are indeed leaving Liverpool in Season 5. And with that, he's officially on the transfer list. I'm actually quite curious now, with all he's accomplished, who's going to come in for him, because surely he's got to attract some of the big boys now. Now, I could start a riot here, guys. United have offered just over $250 million for Cole Palmer. But honestly, we've already moved from Chelsea to Liverpool, 2 English clubs. If we are to move again, it's got to be a non-English side. Now, here's an interesting one. Leverkusen have offered over $210 million for Cole Palmer. Now, obviously, in real life, these guys are the best team in Germany, but in this game, I feel like Bayern or Dortmund would be a better move if we are to move to Germany, so I'm going to reject this offer. And guys, Chelsea want us back now. $252.9 million is what they are offering, but I've already said if we are to move again, it's not to another English side. But this is more like it, guys. Barcelona want Cole Palmer, and if I'm not mistaken, Barcelona actually knocked us out of the UCL last season. And quickly going through the players in Cole Palmer's position, I don't think he's got any competition when it comes to starting 11 football. He's guaranteed game time. And obviously, Barcelona are a team outside of England, which is exactly what we're after, so I feel like Cole Palmer's next move is going to be to Spain. But guys, Barca have ghosted us. We accepted the offer and they haven't followed through with it, so Cole Palmer right now is still a Liverpool player. And what makes it weird, Spurs have actually come in for him, man. That's just an insult at this point. I can't believe this, guys. It's the last hour of deadline day and literally nobody's come in for Cole Palmer. The guy's got to be one of the best players, if not the best player in the world right now. Why the hell does nobody want him? I guess we're just going to simulate to the next transfer window and try and sell him there. But before we get to January, Palmer's up for another Ballon d'Or alongside Mbappe, Haaland again, and also Rodrigo this time. But let's be honest, he had a worse season last year than he did the year before when he didn't win it, so there's absolutely no chance of him winning it this time. But you never know, is it his time to win the Ballon d'Or? No, it's not. Rodrigo has won it this time, but then again, I'm not all that surprised. Our main objective right now has got to be selling Cole Palmer to get him out of Liverpool so we can start fresh somewhere else. And after ages of trying, we finally found Cole Palmer a new club in Paris Saint-Germain, the French Giants. And Cole Palmer just slots straight into that starting 11, no messing around. Now, so far his stint in England was 50-50. He had a horrible time at Chelsea, but a really good time at Liverpool. Let's see what he can do in France. Well, it's a good start to life in France for Cole Palmer. He's won the French League title in convincing fashion. And he's won the French League Cup. However, he didn't win the Super Cup. But prior to us joining, PSG smoked their group stage, so let's see how far they went. Well, they smashed City in the round of 16, they destroyed Barca in the quarters, and they smoked Inter Milan in the semis, and Palmer's now playing Bayern in the final. This is Cole Palmer's biggest chance yet to get his hand on that Champions League trophy. Can he take advantage of it? No, he can't. Kai Havertz, of all players, put a stop to that, winning the game in the 73rd minute. And not gonna lie, Palmer kind of disappeared in that game. He didn't do anything. But individually, he's had a really good season too. 31 goal contributions in 53 games. And when he's playing with Xavi Simons and Kylian Mbappe, I feel like he's done really well to keep up with them, to be honest. However, his overall has remained the same, so maybe we're not going to see too much more growth out of it. But unfortunately, he's still not been able to win the Champions League. And honestly, I feel like this is what he has to do in order to win the Ballon d'Or. But guys, as we enter Season 6, we know what we got to do. We got to spin the wheel to decide whether he stays or leaves. And he is indeed staying in France for one more year. And honestly, I'm kind of happy about that. I want to see what he can do with PSG. But it's unfortunately not a good start to the new season, as he did not win the Euros with England as they got knocked out in the semis. But the good news is he is one of the best performing players for England in that competition. 5 games played with 3 goals and 3 assists. Now that is more like it. And guys, he's been nominated once again for the Ballon d'Or alongside Vinny Jr., Bukayo Saka this time, and Kylian Mbappe. I know the last 12 months weren't the most amazing for him, but I've got a sneaky feeling he's going to win this time. Is he going to win it? And he actually has! Cole Palmer is finally the best player in the world. He's finally won the Ballon d'Or in 2028. I told you guys I had a sneaky feeling he was going to win, and look what's happened at long goddamn last. And so far this year, he's already improved 1 overall. He's still only 26 years old, man. Let's see how long he can keep this going. Well, guys, he's won yet another French League title. And he's won yet another Super Cup. I thought last year this was the League Cup, but apparently it's not. The Coupe Nationale's actually the League Cup, but he didn't win this either. And we got annihilated by Leipzig in the Champions League. Is Cole Palmer ever actually going to lift the Champions League or what? But once again, it is another great individual performance. 26 goals, 11 assists, and 44 games for Cole Palmer. Gotta admit though, thinking about it, I'm surprised that we won the Ballon d'Or over Kylian Mbappe, who last season got more goal contributions. I also do find it kind of hilarious that we've lifted the Ballon d'Or with Cole Palmer before we've lifted the Champions League with Cole Palmer as well. But I personally feel like a move for Cole Palmer would be the best thing for his career, because as you can see, this PSG team is dwindling pretty damn quickly. But it's not up to me, guys. We all know this, but it looks like Cole Palmer is trapped at PSG for yet another year. That is, in my opinion, not a very good sign, guys. The front three and goalkeeper is the only good thing about this PSG team. Other than that, it's pretty mid all round. It's at that point now where I feel like the longer we actually stay at PSG, the more it's going to hinder Cole Palmer's career. But to be fair, guys, he's up for another Ballon d'Or alongside Lautaro Martinez, Erling Haaland, and Kylian Mbappe once again. I mean, last year, Kylian Mbappe did get more goal contributions than him, but you never know what could happen. He might just sneak it off him again. Cantona's about to reveal who the winner is. Who is it? It's Cole Palmer again. He's once again sneaked it off Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe looked so annoyed at him then. But it's official for the second year in a row. Cole Palmer is the best player in the world. So now he's won 2 Ballon d'Ors. Let's see if he can get his hands on his very first Champions League. Well, it's a good start, guys. We topped Group G with flying colours, even with the team being a little bit lackluster. We also beat Valencia in the round of 16, and we smashed Monaco. And we've got past Arsenal in the semis. We're playing Sevilla in the final. Surely to God, this is Cole Palmer's best chance to win the Champions League yet. If Palmer doesn't win the UCL this year, he's the ultimate choke artist. What is going to happen? We've finally done it with the Kylian Mbappe brace. Sevilla lose in the final. Cole Palmer has finally got his hands on a Champions League trophy. It's about damn time as well. 7 years in total it took us, but we bloody did it in the end, didn't we? And on top of that, he's once again won the French League with PSG. PSG. And he's won another Super Cup. And he's finally got his hands on the French League Cup. He's basically done everything he can in France now. And on top of that, he's gone to 97 overall too. And he's PSG's top goal contributor with 34 goals, 11 assists in 53 games. Hands down, Cole Palmer's most successful and best season yet. Maybe the wheels done him a favour by trapping him at PSG because he's won his second Ballon d'Or and he's finally won the Champions League. But as we move into season 8, is the wheel going to make him stay? No! Cole Palmer is actually leaving France this year. I'll be real, guys, I'm intrigued to see who's going to come in for Cole Palmer. He's a back-to-back Ballon d'Or winner. He's just won the Champions League. He's got to be one of the most wanted players in the world right now. Now, this is interesting. AC Milan have come in for him at a hefty fee of 289 million, and to be honest, guys, I'm kind of tempted. I mean, we've yet to go to Italy. AC Milan are one of the biggest teams in Italy, and honestly, this seems like a pretty decent move. And by the looks of the players they've got, their manager's done some really goddamn good scouting. We'd be going to a really strong side. Well, I know it's only my first offer, but I've made my decision. Cole Palmer is indeed going to Italy to play for AC Milan. And there he is, guys, in the AC Milan jersey. Let's hope that his stint in Italy is as successful as it was in France. And just look at the team he's joined. Oh my god, we have leveled up with this transfer, guys. PSG's team's nowhere near as good as this. I've got a strong feeling Palmer's going to dominate Italian football, but I guess only time will tell. But his time in Italy so far has been amazing. He's got his third Ballon d'Or in a row. In 2030, Cole Palmer's once again the best player in the world. Honestly, I can see him winning this every single season until we end this video now. The guy's just on another level. But Palmer can't get his hands on that Serie A title this year as he finished 5th in the league at the end of Season 8, man. That's actually his worst league finish in years. He didn't win the Super Cup either. And he didn't even win the Coppa Italia. And he got smashed by Barca in the quarters of the Champions League, man. Maybe moving to Milan was a mistake. But individually, he's had a great season. 28 goals, 7 assists in 51 games. But something tells me that next year he's not going to get his hands on the Ballon d'Or. This season has been by a mile one of his worst. The question is though, guys, is he going to be leaving Italy or is he going to be staying? And for one more year at least, he's actually going to be staying at AC Milan. Probably not the best news for Cole Palmer's career, but the wheels made his decision whether he likes it or not. Cole Palmer is staying at AC Milan. And guys, we're now in Ballon d'Or season, and as you can see, Cole Palmer is not nominated for the first time in years. Maybe moving to AC Milan has actually been the biggest mistake in Palmer's career so far. I mean, the guy's almost 99 rated. It's not him. I think AC Milan's holding him back. And this is what I mean, man. Once again, Cole Palmer hasn't been able to lift that league title. And it's the same story with the Coppa Italia. And he almost lifted the Europa League, but they lost 3-1 to Roma. And just look at his stats, man. 33 goals, 11 assists in 53 games. He's been by a mile AC Milan's best player this year once again. It's absolutely official, guys. The wheel this year shafted Cole Palmer by not allowing him to leave AC Milan. But we do have one more year left with Cole Palmer, so let's hope that that wheel actually lets him leave so we can actually go to a team that knows how to win trophies. Well, guys, it's season number 10. It's time to see what the wheel's going to do, and it's going to make him stay. Oh my god, this wheel is absolutely ruthless. I feel like if Palmer wants any shred of success in season 10, he's got to do it himself, man. It's going to be a carry job this year for him. But we've just skipped to Ballon d'Or season, and you ain't going to believe who's won it this year. Cole Palmer has won his 4th Ballon d'Or. I'm sorry, how the hell has he pulled that one off? I mean, he literally won nothing last year. He didn't even win the Europa League, for goodness sake. I don't understand how he's actually won the Ballon d'Or. But there's one more thing he's accomplished this year. He's become 99 overall. That's just incredible, isn't it? Let's just hope we can end season 10 on a high, because he absolutely deserves to win at least one more trophy. But whether he has or he hasn't, individually, he's had the best season yet. 46 goals, 9 assists in 54 games, man. What a goddamn player. But whilst his stats are amazing, he couldn't carry Milan to a league title. They just miss out to Roma. But they do win the Super Cup this time, so that's trophy number 1. Unfortunately, though, there's going to be no Coppa Italia. However, in the Champions League, they did top Group B, so that's a good start. They also smashed Newcastle United in the round of 16 and destroyed Lille in the quarters. And just about got past Frankfurt in the semis, where they'll be playing Real Madrid in the final. And they've beaten Real Madrid 2-1 in the final. Cole Palmer's got his 2nd Champions League trophy. Beautiful stuff. At the start of this video, I said I wanted to fulfill his potential, but we surpassed his potential, man. 99 overall and a 4-time Ballon d'Or winner. We've made him the best player in the world. And we end our journey with Cole Palmer with him scoring 281 goals, getting 97 assists, winning 14 trophies and winning 4 Ballon d'Ors. But that's where we're going to leave this video, guys. If you've enjoyed it and want to see more content like this, leave this video a big old like and smash that subscribe button if you're new around here. We're racing Raman to 100k subs and I cannot let him beat me. And if you're still here right now, you may as well just click here to watch this banger too.